Hello, this is Andreas with Technically Speaking at Source Allies. I'd like to talk about psychological safety today. Okay, so I know the title is clickbait. Unsafe teams hate this one weird trick, but I think psychological safety is very important. It's something we all deserve. So before we get into the sort of hints and signs that you may be on an unsafe team or how to fix that, let's talk about what psychological safety is. So the definition from Wikipedia is the belief that one will not be punished or humiliated for speaking up with ideas, questions, concerns, or mistakes. I think this is really important for a high-performing team. This allows everybody to chip in. This means that your voice will be heard. When you see something, you can say something. All right, so let's get into the signs of what your team might feel like if it turns out to be unsafe. The first symptom in this checklist is that your team is unchanging. If you feel like your team is going through the same issue at every retro, maybe there's an elephant in the room that nobody's talking about. That not talking about something is a symptom of an unsafe team. Your second sign might be crickets when there is the opportunity for debate. For example, if you have a new sprint that's being proposed and the Scrum Master says, here's the stuff that we're going to work on, what do you think? And there's just dead silence. That's a sign that maybe not everybody feels confident saying what they feel. It could be unsafe. And finally, it's really obvious when dissent is crushed. If you have somebody who sort of jumps down your throat at the drop of a hat, even when it's just a new idea being discussed, they don't want to talk about new things or they don't want certain people to talk, that sort of crushing of dissent is a clear safe that it's unsafe on the team. Heck, you're demonstrating it's unsafe by attacking those who speak out. Let's talk about the feeling of what it feels like to be on an unsafe team. Honestly, it feels dangerous, like you always have to watch your back. If you've ever been in a meeting room, waiting for that last person to arrive and the rest of your team is there, a safe team will be talking to each other, smiling, telling stories, cracking jokes. There'll be a lot of discussion. An unsafe team will be dead silent. You're just waiting for the meeting to start and the meeting to end. That's a big difference. Okay, so let's say you're in this situation. You're on a team and it feels unsafe, and you go through this little checklist and you're like, yeah, there's something going on here. What do you do about it? You're not the manager of the team. Maybe you're in a flat organization and there is no manager. This might be a place that a lot of people find themselves. I would say that you should start by going back to what psychological safety is. It's a belief. In order to have that belief, we need trust. I would translate the belief that one will not be punished or humiliated into trust of those around you, that they're not going to step on your toes in the workplace. That's what we're looking for, trust. The way you get trust is by being human. Think about the foundation of the 5 dysfunctions of a team. Trust. It's the first layer that allows you to build the rest. If you want to engender, courage or the ability to reach new heights or new goals, or you just want to be able to talk to each other, all of that relies on trust. Without trust, you can't have a team that works together. So let's build that trust, and being human is the way that we build it. So how do you be human? What does that even mean? Sounds like gobbledygook, but I think we all have different types of ourselves that we bring to work versus home, versus friends, versus everything else. And what I would do is encourage you to express what you're feeling and what you know, and bring your whole self to work. So saying what you don't know is a really powerful way to show your own vulnerability and to open up to the team to allow them to see that this is a safe place to express yourself. So say, I don't understand this technology, or what did you do there? I didn't get it. Saying those types of things doesn't mean that you don't know what's going on or that you're a bad engineer. It just means that you feel comfortable expressing yourself. And demonstrating that comfort can change your team. You can also express what you feel, like tomorrow's meeting is going to be really bad. I'm stressed out about it. What do you guys think? That asking for input and expecting reciprocation of your own expressing what you're feeling, that's a crucial part of building trust. You want to get to the point where everyone feels open to speak out and to be themselves. Finally, bring your whole self to work. It's okay to talk about your hopes, your fears, what's going on in your life. You want to build a relationship with those around you. If you speak from the heart and you speak up, you'll find that you're building relationships. Your humanity will be reciprocated. And I'll tell you, if it's not reciprocated, if you put yourself out there and you're vulnerable and it doesn't come back and pay spades, I don't know if that's a team that you want to be on. Maybe this is a good test to see whether this is a team that is going to give you room to grow. So let's normalize that behavior of expressing yourself. You can, of course, go too far. When you're expressing yourself, you never want to be unprofessional. The cardinal rule is to keep the workplace in a situation where everyone is comfortable. The goal of this is to make your team safer. And if you go too far in the way you express yourself and other people become uncomfortable, you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Also, it's easy to damage the team's reputation if you don't think about your audience when you express yourself. If you want to say, I don't understand this technology, and you're pairing with somebody, that's awesome. That's the perfect time to do it. But if you're at a demo and there's 50 people watching your team demonstrate the work they're doing, it may not be a good time to say that you don't understand the technology. Finally, don't lay blame. There may be the urge to point out, this is why I'm stressed out. This is why we're not getting things done. I wouldn't lay that blame, especially at somebody's feet. It doesn't help the situation, and it doesn't make the team more safe. Okay, so you're on a team. You feel like it's unsafe. You're ready to get started by bringing your whole self to work, by being human, by expressing vulnerability. How do you get started? That's a really high hurdle to start with. I would advise that you start by remembering that you're not alone. There's more than just you on this team. And if you feel a little tiny bit uncomfortable, there's someone on that team that is very uncomfortable. They're probably having a really bad day. So think about the other people on your team. And as you make changes, remember that you're helping everybody. Second, you can build a coalition. It's easier to take down the Death Star when you have the Rebel Alliance at your back. So find somebody on your team who has similar concerns and wants to take action. When you're in a bigger team meeting, you can use your ally to support each other. You can echo each other's concerns, and you can back each other up. Okay, I'm going to go back to the definition one last time. Psychological safety is the belief that one will not be punished or humiliated for speaking up with ideas, questions, concerns, or mistakes. We all deserve psychological safety in the workplace. Be human, build trust, and reap that safety that you deserve. This has been Andreas with Source Ally, speaking, I guess in this case, non-technically. Have a topic you'd like to see covered? Comment down below. If you want to know more about Source Allies, check out our website in either the description or your profile. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.